Cloud Kingdom might just be the last map of the day. StarTale against Prime. To the top right, we have the last Prime player standing.
Ghost King Prime!
Ghost King Prime, aka Björn. And, well, Prime only has 2 points in this team battle. StarTale already 4, so Björn is the last man standing.
Code A runner-up from GSL January in 2011. That was quite some time ago, over a year ago.
Yeah, indeed. And, well, he's up against the player at the bottom left in the blue color, our Protoss player.
StarTale Squirtle!
He was able to defeat Creator Prime, was able to put an end to the very short but effective reign of terror of Creator Prime.
Yeah, the only wins that Prime were able to obtain. Now, what build will Björn do here? Will he live up to his name and go for a ghost timing attack? Will he just play for the longer game, get upgrades? Because he's playing against Squirtle, who, you know, has actually been using styles very similar to Creator for quite some time as well.
I have to confess that I have no. Well, his name changed. Why did he change his name? Is he inspired by Marine King and is going for the Ghost King ID, or
yeah.
I only knew him as Björn?
He just thinks it's. I think he just thinks it's funny.
Okay, so basically, in roughly half a year, every single player in the Prime team will be called like Roach King Prime, Zealot King Prime, Ghost King Prime.
Well, I think it's better if instead of changing the ID, they do what Björn has already done and change the hairstyle. Now, some people like to change their hairstyles regularly. For example, Squirtle. If you think about Squirtle's hairstyle when he played in the open seasons back a long time ago, it actually looks the same as it did now. He's never changed. If you look at Caldor's hairstyle, it hasn't changed much either. My hairstyle's changed slightly.
Low blow. Low blow.
But, you know, some people like to change their hairstyles, some people don't. Now, some people like to pull probes out of gas and make a Nexus. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that more than Björn's new hairstyle. I like that.
Yeah. Well, Wolf he likes living on the edge. And this is exactly what you are doing when you pull the hair jokes when you're in elbow range of Caldor. But no worry, guys. He's still fine. He's still fine.
If I don't show up at the Code A qualifiers tomorrow, you all know what happened.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I start writing messages on Twitter, like, with my phone in my pocket. It says, like, help me, please. It also says, like,
trace my GPS.
Is it tomorrow I have a new hairstyle? It's a disguise.
I'll just knock you out, get my razor, and shave your head.
Okay.
He's actually scared right now. You should see him. He's actually scared now. He's like, no, that's where I draw the line. My hair. Well, talking about Starcraft 2 and ignoring the hairstyles for just a few seconds, as Wolf already pointed out at the bottom left, we already had the expansion for Squirtle, for StarTale Squirtle, who pulled a couple of his probes out of gas in order to get the mineral count. To the top right, we have now the additional barracks to secure the expansion of our Prime player of Ghost King.
Yep, his tech lab is up. He's going to get stim very soon. There it is. Very normal expansion build from Ghost King, but Squirtle did something very unusual, and I really like how he's played this out. This is something more players are starting to do as Protoss to catch up, because if you go for a regular one-gate expand, you can't put any pressure on with your Zealot and Stalker, and then your opponent's just ahead of you with his expansion timing, so this is one way to kind of deviate from that. I love this pressure. This is like StarCraft 1 pressure, man. There's no singularity charge, but it's close enough.
We already have the early engineering bay once again, and the early pressure builds are actually, especially on Cloud Kingdom, we have seen some really aggressive pressure builds by Protoss. I especially remember when Oz did it in one of the first games that we saw on Cloud Kingdom and defeated his opponent early on without a problem at all. But now a lot of mismicro here by Squirtle. He actually loses one of his stalkers to the poke of Ghost King, so that's an early upset. Losing a stalker like this is not what you want to happen.
Absolutely not. 3 pylons being made for Squirtle, kind of interestingly, all at once. And one of which is at the north spot for drops, also gives him an opportunity to pressure because he's now going up to 5 gateways to put on some pressure. There's only 1 bunker out for Bjorn right now. He's looking for pylons. It looks like he may just barely find it. No, he's not going to find the pylon in time. It's so far away. So smart.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, this is a nice little attack. I love this. I mean, your team's up. You only have to do is win. And Bjorn has no more than 1 bunker. He has no medevacs.
And the problem is he just scouted. He won't expect it. This attack is coming straight out of from the direction that he just scouted, and he won't expect it at all. He has no idea what's happening now.
Oh, he sees it now.
He finally sees it, and here comes StarTale Squirtle going in, taking down the first few Marines. A couple of force fields hit the bunker trap. Most of the SCVs already. He's not able to capitalize on it though.
Well, he will be able to on his second wave. He's already killed several SCVs. And here we go. He's going to go in for a second attack now. His Stalker's leading the charge, trying to target down some SCVs.
Trying to take down the works of his opponents at the least, and here comes the Guardian Shield at the same time, using those force fields. Very well done. No repair. The bunker is dead and gone. Most of the units are trapped behind the force fields. He's doing an awesome job at taking down Marines and SCVs alike. A lot of pressure here by StarTale Squirtle and doing a fair amount of damage.
The first 2 medevacs are on the way. When those 2 come out, they can help quite significantly. Looks like he's just going to go. He's not going to waste any more time. The units are very low on hit points here. I feel Squirtle actually needs to commit to this a little bit more if he's going to attack, because he's wasting a lot of time. All the SCVs now have been repaired.
He's trying to force another couple of stims, but so far Ghost King has been playing this very, very well, but can place down additional force fields. He has the sentry count, attacking now the orbital. Ooh.
The orbital is getting low.
Yes, it is. He needs to repair it, and that's exactly what he does. Another bunch of force field goes down. Is he taking down the harvesters? Yes, he is, and Ghost King is moving out now. With a few force fields, he could actually
He lost all of
so
his zealots,
units.
man. I think this attack is going to end fairly soon. It's either going to win or it's going to lose.
I think he's going to take it, Wolf. I think he's going to take it.
It looks like he very well might. But the medevac's healing quite significantly here.
Yeah, but so many SCVs already killed. 21 SCVs have been annihilated, and he's pulling the SCVs from his main base as well. With nice micro, he could kill so many units. Now warping in another set of zealots, and those SCVs are in just
now I think
so
he has
much
done it.
trouble. 28 against 47. He has done the damage. Is transitioning into double forge now.
Wow. A scary moment there. He actually almost lost the entire game. There was a moment where he was targeting the orbital and it was being repaired, and he was losing way too many units. He lost all of his zealots. But yeah, now he's okay. The worker count, like 50 to 28. That's a crazy deficit. Double forges, robo on the way.
And it's going to be so hard for Ghost King to come back into this game, because the problem is he needs to establish a nice economy to get his army going. He has a few medivacs, but they are out of energy, so they can't really heal the army, which is completely shaken due to the last engagements. At the same time, we have Squirtle with a better economy and all the time in the world. He just wants to get those upgrades. He wants to get his tech. So what Ghost King has to do right now is do some pressure. He's moving out with his army right now, but will he really be able to kill something? Because Squirtle, he just seems ready.
He really does. I mean, he's so patient right now. He's got a lot of sentries. He's built up the decent amount of sentry energy. He's going to see this push coming on the rocks as well. He's checking with the probe to see how big it is. He's going to have to potentially defend against dropship harass, but he knows his opponent's army is so small that if the drop goes off on the main, he can just use warpins to defend it and defend the main army at the low ground. This is an awkward position to engage. Some units getting dropped.
Nice pickup though. That was brilliant. That was really brilliant. The force field was excellent. It was exactly how it should be, but the pickup by Ghost King Prime was just splendid. It was really well done.
He did lose a few hit points on the medevac. He should be, the medevac's going to be fine. He's not going to lose any medevacs here. He's actually starting to clean up pylons on the map. The supply is fairly even, 106 to 102. Ghost Academy on the way for Ghost King.
Third base being built now for Squirtle.
Squirtle with some hesitation here. He's trying to pick off a few of these Marines. Does get 2 of them.
Yeah, doing some damage, but not too much.
The Marines at the top did spot the pylon, but they didn't take it out. Now they're going back. And 1-1 is done. Let's see, upgrades even for both players. We'll see 2-2 start very soon, as he does have a Twilight Council.
Charge is now being researched with the third base. That is definitely going to be a really good position for Squirtle. If he can defend it, there's still those fronts still trying to put some pressure, and Ghost King is moving from the right to the left, always trying to get into a position where he can suddenly get position over his opponent. So we have the upgrade for the Mirror's Reactors now being researched, and now he's getting in. Now he's getting in, he wants to engage, no, retreats once again. He needs to be very, very careful. If he's cut off by another force field, he might just lose a medivac or two and a few units at that.
I like how aggressive he's being, though. He has to do things like this. He's starting his third commit center. It's way late, but he needs to do things like stim in and grab that pile and then get out. He just has to be doing things like that to try to catch up. He has to buy time. He has to get his upgrades up. He has to get his ghosts out. Mobius Reactor will finish actually in really nice timing with the ghosts, so he will actually all three ghosts get. Well, hold that thought. Medivac's gonna lift here.
He needs to be really careful with those medivacs though. We already have both players being on 1-1, and here come the +2/+2 upgrades for Squirtle. And Squirtle, he's fed up with this. He can't be bothered anymore. He's moving out, but he needs to be careful. He's actually driving him back. He's driving Ghost King Prime back, at least for now. And if not for another, it needs another stim, and those stims, they hurt.
Yeah, they really do. I was actually, I checked the build time on the Ghost, it was a little bit off, so he does not get the EMPs immediately. Now he's going to have in just a few seconds, but that could have been kind of scary. He could have used those Ghosts in the army if he had hit that timing just a little bit better. Now he's got the ability to EMP 3 times.
150 supply for Ghost King, 144 for Squirtle, 3 bases, but the Prime player is now trying to get another command center, so he will be on 3 bases in just a few seconds. And this is actually a very, very even game. Really nice to watch as well. +2/+2 is going to be done very soon for Squirtle though, and then he will have the upgrade advantage.
That's going to be so important. Colossus range started now, and Templar Archives is on the way. Gotta watch out for Ghost King's EMPs. That was not the best EMP. He does hit 1 sentry. Gets the Immortals as well. The Zealots are charging in here. 2-2 is not done. I think he should try to buy some time with force fields. Oh, this is looking really good for Ghost King.
No Colossi just yet. He doesn't have any, and here comes Ghost King. Ooh, he's going with the stim once again. Goes in and takes everything apart. The Gateway army of StarTale Squirtle just can't hold a candle. Can't hold a candle to those Marine Marauder combinations with all these medivac support. He is completely ripping him apart and taking another win for the Prime team, evening the score, not just yet, but at least putting a 3rd point onto the scoreboard.
Yep.
This has to be it. The Colossi just a little bit too late.
Well, more so than that, the terrible control throughout the entire game with the Zealots. Always having the Zealots either at the back or having them running into force fields and dying way too many times. Terrible force fields as well. I'm just going to be perfectly honest, that battle should not have gone that way. GG, and that's it for Squirtle, at least for now. Well done by Ghost King. He knows he shouldn't have won that game, and he's so relieved. He's like, yes, I did it. Still, 2 players left. 2 players left indeed, and a lot of fans going crazy, man. He made his first reappearance in the GSL, barely won his game. And everybody is just so happy for him. I'm so shocked that he didn't try to buy time with force fields to get his 2-2. And then after the engagement was started, he didn't use force fields correctly. Also could have won the game perhaps earlier with better forces, better control at the natural. Just a lot of micro mistakes from Squirtle. And the StarTale coach, he's not looking too phased, but we'll see who he's going to pull out next. Yeah, he looked a little bit sad there, but now he's in a position where he can just get 2 players in order to snipe Ghost King, to snipe Bjorn. It's going to be very, very interesting, especially right now. It's, of course, for the Prime team, it's nice that they get another winner, but for Bjorn, it's going to be very, very hard. If he wants to win this team battle for his team, then he has to take 2 more games. We just got the invite, and the next map is Crossfire. Crossfire. Your favorite map. Like,
Well, Wolf really loves Crossfire. It's the first thing that he did when he heard that he can actually vote maps into the map pool, and he went for Crossfire, so he went immediately to the Battlenet. And I saw your tweet, and he tweeted, please guys, vote Crossfire. I really want to have this map in the map pool, so do me this favor. I actually did. When I read it, that's the first thing that I did. I
also like you like retweeted it. You like also made me a shirt that says Crossfire. I've been wearing it every day. It's like under my shirt right now. Like you guys can't see it, but like there's a Crossfire shirt under here. I have like actually have like a Crossfire bracelet. Like some people have those like Live Strong bracelets. Mine just say like Crossfire. On the other side it says Never Forget. Like. And then I have an anklet that says like Steps of War is my second favorite map.
Steps of War. As a Zerg player, I love Steps of War. This is just such a nice map, especially against Terran. Zergs are really strong against.
I heard Zergs like it against Protoss too.
Yeah.
Well,
an awesome map.
Who's it gonna be? Is Ace whispering
Stop the trolling.
Oh.
Okay, Ace.
I want him to show the other side where it says what?
Better back up those words from earlier.
Well, interesting to send out a Protoss against someone who has proven himself against Protoss already today. But they still have 2 players left.
If I was in the Prime team and my next opponent would be Ace, I would be so excited about this match. I would want to completely humiliate the guy who was going for all these ceremonies the entire team battle. So I would be so motivated right now. If I would be Ghost King, you couldn't motivate me anymore. You could go for whatever speech you wanted to. It wouldn't change a thing. I would be so motivated to take down Ace. So this is going to be, I think it's going to be a little bit of a grudge match.
Yeah, I think so. Ace is scary. He's gonna like start writing messages with pylons in the middle of the map, like when he's behind.
It's going to be pretty cool to see how exactly he's going to play. And well, Ace here certainly pulled off a lot of nice ceremonies today. Now he has to show that he can play Starcraft 2 as well.
Yeah. Well, Bjorn, his first game was a little bit shaky. He barely won. He's going to drink some Chill Sung Cider. That'll make anyone feel better, actually. We're going to take a 5-minute break, though, before this match, so don't go anywhere. Go get a drink or something. We'll be back very soon.
Vegas.